It's expensive to be made.
Welcome to Bravo's Moms Unfiltered, the podcast where real moms spill the tea on all the things Bravo and the chaos of everyday life.
We're your hosts, Allie and Crystal, two Bravo-assessed moms who aren't afraid to say what everyone's thinking completely unfiltered.
From housewives drama to mom life meltdowns, we're here to break it all down with humor, honesty, and maybe a little bit of bitching.
So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and get ready for some unfiltered Welcome back, Bravo moms. We're going to get started with the Salt Lake City premiere. I thought this would be a better premiere than it was. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but I felt like it was in the middle of the season. Did you feel like that when they started?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they just
I don't know,
started
normally
that.
yeah, and I feel like sometimes they like ease into it, but they're like, no, we're just gonna get started with Angie and the camper picking up Mary Crosby. Like we didn't leave. And she was driving that camper.
Oh my gosh.
Driving that camper.
Was she driving? I think, well, she had a driver. I think they just did it for filming, and maybe she got like, oh, you get from the parking lot.
Yes, I think so.
Like the other
But
side of the
still-
parking lot. That's it.
But
yeah.
still, she drove it a little bit though. That
Yeah.
surprised me.
She said
so
her husband made
Angie's
it better. I thought that was cool.
that was funny, but I thought that was cute. That's like something that they do that's
As a family.
not so glamorous, but they enjoy it. So Angie is picking up Mary Crosby in a camper. They have like a getaway planned. She sent out an invitation. I don't remember what it said, but something like bikini, boots, and something. So it made you think like you're going on a plane somewhere warm, right? So then flash forward to everyone but Lisa. They're standing outside Beauty Lab. And they're like, where's Angie? Where's Mary? Where are they? When are they coming? Blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden you just see the camper around the corner. And they're like, is Angie driving that camper? And then they get out and they're like, welcome to your getaway. And then Brittany's like, what do you mean getaway? She's literally in a bikini with like a blazer on. And then, what's her name? Heather's like, well, Brittany literally took the invitation, like literally like boots in a bikini. So they get in this RV. Lisa is not there. All of a sudden, they're like, SWAT is surrounding the RV, and I knew something was up. I'm like, this is not real. This has to be like some type of joke. And people are like getting PTSD from what's her face, Jen Shaw, and of course Whitney hired strippers that were dressed up as SWAT because they come out and they're like, Whitney Rose, you're under arrest, and then they turn out to be strippers. So they come on the RV for like a couple minutes and do their thing. So they ask where Lisa's at as they start going, and I guess Lisa doesn't want to spend the night with Bronwyn, so she comes up with an excuse to not go. She's not even in the confessional at all, which I thought was weird too.
So the reason she didn't go was because of Bronwyn. Because what I'm getting is that Bronwyn has tea on her. That is why Lisa's not going.
Yeah. That she spills later on in this episode. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So they pull up to a campsite, and I have a comment. Do we like Whitney's orange hair? It's orange, right? It's not red. Orange. It's orange.
Yeah, it's orange. It kind of like washes her skin out to like be like very pale, like almost albino.
Yeah. I didn't think it did her any justice. Like, go back to blonde or do something else. I
really like the blonde. Yeah, she's got to go back.
So then they get there, and Brittany gets everyone like a little hand recorder, which I thought was kind of cool and like just a good way for them to document. Obviously, I know Bravo's filming, but just a good way for them to kind of document and have fun. And she's poking fun at herself for recording everyone last season. So then they start talking about Lisa. Evidently, Lisa and John have 5 lawsuits filed against them. Like, together. Yeah, not separately. I guess it's together. Then they all start talking.
Like the liquor? Is this regarding their liquor life? Like,
Bronwyn didn't...
Yeah.
Bronwyn didn't say, but they made it sound like it's a combination of, like...
Oh, they owe money on their loans or something.
Yes, and then, like, owing money. Like, it felt like it was a combination of things that people are going after them. And Bronwyn said she read this in, like, the Salt Lake newspaper or something like that.
Tribune.
So it was...
Salt Lake
Tribune. Yeah, so it was posted. And then they start talking about Lisa and how she has talked shit about all of them and how she seems to know everything about their marriage, their finances, everything like that. So the fact that they kind of know that she has lawsuits going on around her. And she's not there to even talk about it. They think it's kind of weird because she's always talking about everyone else's finances and everything like that. Then Brittany gets up out of nowhere and goes, I have news, everyone. Me and Jared are engaged. And everyone's like, are you really engaged? And then she goes, and then we got unengaged. And I'm like, what are you doing?
She is on drugs.
She has to be. She is
I said it
over the place.
I said it and I'm owning it. Mary's face says it. Everybody's face says it. I'm just saying it out loud.
She's
saying it out loud.
She's on something.
She's in a different world.
She is on a different world. I didn't think she was going to be back, but here she is. So then Brittany talks about how
she got back.
I don't either. I don't either. So Brittany talks about how like the kids weren't happy. Both of their kids weren't happy with them being engaged, so they decided to not be engaged. And someone says, are you seeing other people? And she goes, I'm not. I don't think he is. And then that's when Whitney's like, I see him all the time at the gym. He's pretty flirty. And then she leaves it at that.
He's like, well, he's not. He doesn't go to the gym to work out. That's what Whitney said. Yeah, he's not there working out, Brittany.
Yeah.
He's at the cafe.
That's what she's. And then she's like, the cafe's good. Don't sleep on the cafe. And Mary's like, good old Mary. What else happened? Heather and Whitney and Bronwyn go kayaking while Heather, Whitney, and Bronwyn go kayaking while Mary, Angie, Brittany, and Meredith go fly fishing. So Angie says she's been fly fishing before, but she could have fooled me because she's acting like she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to do the thing in a rainbow. I'm just like, have you been or haven't you been? Because you make it sound like you haven't. And then Meredith is all like, how long does it take to catch something? 5 minutes or 5 hours? And the guy's like, well, it just really depends. And then she keeps saying, well, so how long is it? And I'm like, okay, so obviously we know you're impatient. And then Mary over there is like, yeah. Oh, if I get a fish, I'm gonna give him CPR. And then she goes to the guy, what's your name? Gusty? He goes, Dusty. Gusty? Dusty. Go ask Gusty over there. Oh my God, Mary. She unintentionally doesn't try to be funny, which is why I think she's so funny.
Right, like Kathy Hilton.
Yes, exactly.
She's definitely like the Kathy Hilton of the Housewives.
Yes. And then they come back and Angie tells them they have to cook their own dinner. And Mary's like, basically like, hell no, I'm not doing that. She has hot dogs and she has burgers and asparagus. I think that's all she has. So then they go to cook their own dinners. Angie forgot hot dog buns and didn't think about how to cook the asparagus, so they're just gonna eat raw asparagus, I guess. And then out of nowhere, Brittany just attacks Whitney. And it was like, why did you say how did she word it? Why did you say something about Jared and money?
Or I sleep for money.
Yes. Yeah.
Because on the RV, she was trying to attack Lisa.
Yeah.
And every time she's attacking Lisa, Brittany's reflecting and putting she changes the subject because she's trying to protect Lisa.
Yeah.
I noticed.
And then Angie or Whitney's like, Whitney didn't say that. She said that you suck dick for money. And so they start talking about that, and then I don't know how it gets to Whitney and her business, but somehow Whitney and her business gets brought up. And Whitney said her business failed and her and Justin went all in and have nothing. And I think she's talking about her jewelry line, right? That Meredith said that she copied from another website, like Images at least. So Whitney said that's been really hard from her. She doesn't really like to talk about it because she feels like she let Justin down, her family down, and she had to fire 30 employees. Then Brittany kind of turns and starts to say, I'm sorry, Whitney, I didn't know that, blah, blah, blah. She then proceeds to go over and hug Whitney, and Whitney's face was like this. Like, why are you hugging me? And then she goes, yeah. Brittany, I'm not ready for a hug. And then Brittany goes, I just want an apology for you saying I suck dick. And I'm like, she's just all over the place. So then they talk about this legend of Provo Canyon and this Molly Sorensen and some, what do you call it? Not fairy tale, myth that I guess that happens there, that Molly Sorensen was in not a cult. What is it over there in Utah that they're in? The Mormon culture. And she somehow got out, and now she lives in this canyon and recruits people and all this stuff. So at the end, you see them walking into the distance and they're recording themselves and they're in the middle of nowhere. I guess they don't have cell service and they start hearing like weird sounds and screams and then that's where it ends. So it's like they're like telling like a ghost story around the campfire. So,
Yeah,
so
it was a good first episode, but yeah, like you said in the beginning, I felt like this episode was like the start of like the middle of the season. Like they just started
yeah,
right off the bat. They didn't do an
yes,
introduction. They didn't do
yes,
like, oh, hey, what have you been up to? Well, I've been up
yes.
to my kids' graduation, my kids in this grade and
I
stuff like
felt
that.
like
So
I felt
yeah,
like I had
it
missed
is weird.
something because
It
it
is weird.
started right, and I stopped it and went back and was like, "Did I miss an episode?" Because I
Yeah.
literally felt like I had missed something, and I was like, "No, this is the
Right.
first one." So I just kept
Because I
watching.
feel Because the reunion, Mary was mad at everybody. Like Mary was mad at
Yes.
Angie.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then Brittany was mad at people. And then I'm like, that's how you start the episode. You start with how's everybody doing? What were they up
Yes.
to? And stuff like that. So
Yes.
it looks like this editing department is taking a different route with, hey, let's start in the middle.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like was I felt like I had missed something. But I mean, it looks like it's going to be a good season. They go to Greece. It seems like everyone's kind of fighting. Lisa is apparently filming again because they show her.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I literally just watched it, but I know they go to Greece and it looks like a good season. Lisa gets into it with
Yep.
everyone. It looks like they want her to
Lisa
talk
gets
about what's going on and she doesn't want to. So,
Yeah, she just did another Wendy's commercial with the Miami
yes.
girls.
Yes, I just saw the
Alexis
Alexia
and Mary.
Marisol.
You saw
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what it
I
is
mean, it
about
seems
Lisa, but yeah,
I don't know what it is either, but I mean, she's getting good screen time and everything, so
she's doing the work.
she is doing the work. Let's do OC, episode 10. So Tamara invites Shannon, Jen, and Gina to a house in, I'm going to butcher this name, I don't know, someplace in
Dylan
California.
House in Tamalakula.
Something like
Tamalakula.
that.
Anyways,
California. Heather talks to this guy named Dylan. I don't remember his name. I was busy doing something else, so I
uh,
didn't catch his name. But she's all into the LGBTQ community because of her kids. So she was talking to someone and just saying how she really supports it. And I believe this guy didn't have any support. So I think she did this on her podcast, I want to say. So that's interesting. I like that she advocates for them. Jen and Emily volunteered at animal shelter and they just kind of have a day out and get a little bit closer. So while Tamara, Shannon, and Gina are going to this house in California, Heather has a sleepover with Emily and Gretchen in her penthouse. Shannon has brought so much luggage with her, and in one of her luggages is literally just kitchen stuff. Because I guess she's making breakfast one day. She brings like her own pots, her own coffee maker, her own like griddle, like her own everything. And I'm just like,
that's
you're
weird.
literally there for like one night, but whatever. You do you, Shannon.
That's weird. That's weird.
So they get there to the house. They take motorcycles with sidecars to dinner, and I thought that was so funny to see them in those little sidecars.
Oh my
The
God.
sleepover the sleepover girls go shopping on Rodeo Drive and just have like a little dinner. Cause I forget that
Yeah.
she's in like Beverly Hills area. Heather is. So they do that.
Heather is. Yeah,
Of
'cause she
course,
used to be Beverly Hills, right?
no, she always OC.
She was always OC. Why do I feel like she was on a different one before? Okay.
She was
She
always
was always
OC.
okay.
Heather, Gina, and Gretchen are not Gina. Emily are out in Rodeo Drive. There's paparazzi while they're shopping, and one of the paparazzi people come up to Heather and said, "I know that wasn't you that set them up, like the whole Disney World thing." And I was like, "That's kind of weird that one the paparazzi's here,
Why
one this
would
paparazzi is talking to her." And I know like Gretchen and Emily kind of were like, "That's also weird." So I don't. I
that's
thought
pre-med
that
it's
was
called
yes,
premeditation.
yes.
Premeditated. When someone comes
And
up to
then
you randomly.
Heather goes, "See, I didn't do it." And this goes like this, and I'm just like, "Of course you did it. You like the paparazzi. You like being in the news. Like, of course you did it."
And you have money to pay them.
Yes, exactly. So then Heather talks about how she was in a musical, and I thought that was kind of cool that she did like a short like little musical. I don't remember who it was for. Then she talks about how OC is different than LA, and how Heather is not scared of Tamara because Gretchen accused her of being scared of Tamara. Emily said that Jen said that Heather basically like gives her like a pacifier to Tamara, and I was like, I don't think so at all. I don't think she gives into her. I think she stands up for herself because Heather's one person that will stand up for herself. But I just think her and Tamara just have such a long history from being on the show for a while. Jen brings up why Tamara showed the photo of her uh, while they're out to eat. Tamara said it was to show how much she has changed over the years in a good way. I don't really think that was Tamara's intention, but that's just Tamara for you. Tamara apologizes, and Jen says she doesn't think Tamara likes his version of her, which I don't think she does either. I think she doesn't like Ryan, is what I think it is. I think if Jen wasn't with Ryan, then they would be closer. But I think it's Ryan that she doesn't like. I think so too. Shannon said the last year of her life that Tamara hasn't been in her life was a good year. So I thought that was kind of interesting too, that she said that. Tamara brings up Shannon's drinking and said that even Gina is worried about it, and Gina says yes she is, and Shannon just was like, why are you guys worried about it? Which I think she has an issue with drinking. Obviously she got a DUI. So that was kind of that episode.
But here's the good talk that Shannon said, it's been a good year without Tamara. Now, may I remind you of the three amigos and her, Vicky, and Tamara always drank all the time. So now, Tamara, you're going to go against your best friend who you drank all the time with, and now you're going to call her an alcoholic, which is not right. That's not what friends do when you were the probable cause of going out with the three amigos and drinking all the time. And she's still drinking too. And now you're going to use that again. So maybe Shannon was saying like, yeah, it's been a good year. I haven't drank a lot because when I'm with Tamara, I drink all the time.
Yeah, you got a point.
That could be like her saying, yeah, it's been a good year. I'm not an raging alcoholic,
Yeah.
So that could be it.
You make a good point.
And the whole Heather thing with playing Switzerland with Tamara, I think that Heather's gonna realize like what happens when Tamara turns the tables and starts talking about you, Heather, and then you're gonna be like, well, nobody has my back. Nobody has your back because you didn't have their back. You were playing Switzerland the whole time. So when it comes down and dirty, and when Tamara starts attacking you because she's made up with everybody and she has nobody else to fight, and you're left. So let's see how that plays, Heather. So you wanna be like goody two shoes with her, but remember, she's the spoon to the stir of the soup, the pot, whatever you want to call it.
Yep, you have a point. So I wonder how many more episodes we have of OC left. Because Miami's getting up there too. Miami's already at 15.
Yeah, we're at 10. We're at episode 10. We're at episode 10. That's crazy.
I know, and Miami's at 15. So Miami.
Wait. Katie in this episode?
No.
Katie was not in episode 10 at all?
No, because the last episode is when she sat down with Jen. No, she sat down with Jen, and then they left on bad terms.
Yeah, and so she didn't film either the sleepover or the Heather. The sleepover with Heather or Tamara. That's crazy.
So she was only in 9 episodes so far this season.
Okay, that's good to know.
I think she'll come back at the end.
She'll definitely come back.
Yeah. Miami episode 15. They are on the cruise. Lisa and Larsa meet up to talk at the bar. To talk things through. Lisa admits about that their feud had gone too far, and Larsa said that Lisa's words hurt her deeply, especially about her ex, which I think we all know that. that their friendship is important, and Lisa promises she won't bring up Lisa's relationship with Lisa's boyfriend, Jody. There's tension over a trip to Maribel. He feels Marisol was influencing Alexia's decision, which of course she was, especially about them going on the plane or not. Because I remember Stephanie sits down to talk to Marisol, and then Stephanie talks to Alexia, and says Stephanie was too bossy, too strict, and that they felt she might have left them stranded, which I don't think she would do that, but I don't know her that well. They get together to celebrate Adriana's birthday. They bring out a cake with the notation 32 times 5 minus 1, which equals 59, and I guess Adriana was not thrilled about that. What else happens? Gertie begins her therapy and discusses her past trauma, like being sent to live with relatives in the U.S. without knowing them, her language barriers and isolation and bullying, which I guess I didn't realize that about Gertie. She reflects on how these memories connect to how she feels in the present, especially when she feels misunderstood or judged by others. Stephanie confronts the idea that Marisol might be the one pulling strings behind the scenes. Alexia suggests Marisol plants seeds of drama and uses others as mouthpieces, which I can't say I disagree with. Stephanie warns Marisol, if you're gonna come for me, you better hit a bullseye, indicating she's aware that she believed attacks. It was episode 15.
Yeah, and then so speaking of the whole thing, it's just crazy to me that all these women can be on a yacht in a boat together. I think Lisa and Larsa will get back into it.
I do too.
I think Stephanie, I don't know if she's going to make it this end of the season.
I agree.
I don't know, like, Alexa and Marisol are always so buddy close. It's almost like hard to tear them apart. It's almost like one housewife.
Yeah.
You can't get them separate. You don't really know whose opinion is it? Is it hers? Is it Alexa's?
Exactly.
Is it Marisol's? Which one?
And I think that's why Marisol being a friend of is on a lot this season for a friend of, because they're like this.
Mm-hmm. Like, and she's not going to backstab anybody. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I just don't get it.
So, but yeah, I think I agree with you. I think Lisa and Larsa will get into it again. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Stephanie.
Yeah, I want to know what happens with Kiki and who's the other one? The girl with the cancer.
Gertie.
Kiki and Gertie, because they have a falling out too. So I want to know how they go to the falling out part at the end, because they unfollow each other. They don't like each other. Kiki's already been on a bunch of podcasts and stuff like that.
Oh, really? Talking about it?
Yeah, trying to save her butt. Yeah, so something happens. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
It will be interesting, because they only have the cruise left, right? And then the season's probably going to end.
Yeah, it should only have.
They already went to Spain. And then this, right? So they probably have, what are they, 15? 2 to 3 more episodes, I would assume, right? And then a reunion. So, Bravo news. I didn't see a whole lot of Bravo news. I did see that Denise Richards' ex, Aaron, showed the condition of the home that his parents were staying in. And I didn't understand why he was doing this.
Because he wanted... Did you see the video?
I did, but I took it as, your parents are staying here. Isn't that your parents that made the mess? I get he's trying to frame Denise and saying Denise made the mess upstairs and his parents have only been downstairs, right?
So remember,
downstairs was messy.
In her first episode of the Denise Richards show, when she was explaining why they have 3 houses, do you remember why she said she had one of her houses for her dogs, one house was for her studio, and then she had another house for something. So she had
and then her
rented
and
3 houses.
Parents were in their house because they were renting these 3 condos. Yeah.
So it looks like she just trashed the place. I mean, she's got 15 dogs.
Yeah, that was insane.
You know, if that was my house and you were renting and I found out you have 15 dogs, I will be suing you for everything you have.
So are those her dogs or
those are all her dogs? Those are all her dogs. They were taking care of all 15 of her dogs. Feces, moss, because she just had clothes there for storage that she never did anything with. And then
You know what? I could
yeah.
see her going and like making it a mess. Her just being
Yeah.
pissed about the divorce and just going in and not like caring.
I don't even think it was the divorce. I don't even think it was the divorce. I think this was
Really?
happening for years. Yeah, I really think that she's not the cleanest person. And he's trying to say, like, look, like, this isn't me.
Look
Like,
what we live with.
like, this is what my parents had to deal with. Like, so he's sticking up for his parents. And the little old lady was like, I don't know why she hates me. I don't know why she hates me. I was like, oh
His
my
parents
God.
were old. I did not expect that.
Yeah. And then he said, I've never touched her. I've never lifted a finger on her. And that's all makeup. And he's trying to say that he never hit her. Well, it's a strong
believe that?
I don't believe it. I really don't. Denise has been in the filming acting career since she was like 15. How old? And Erin's not been in the limelight Hollywood life.
Yeah.
I really feel like she controls the narrative and she knows Hollywood.
I think so too.
She lived it.
I mean, look who she was married to before this.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So she's seen the all of it.
She's seen some stuff. Yeah. For real.
Now she's doing
so
a
that was
documentary. She's doing the Charlie Sheen documentary.
I need to watch that. I heard she had a big part in it, and so does Lola. But I heard, bless you.
Excuse me.
I heard they were both in it. So other Bravo news: the Wife Swap trailer came out. It features Melissa from Jersey, Emily from OC, Dr. Wendy, I'm assuming she's from Atlanta, and Angie from Salt Lake City. I don't know who is swapping with who, but apparently they're gonna swap for a little bit. I didn't watch the trailer, but they're gonna swap and just see how life is on
That's
the
just
other
weird.
side.
That's weird.
So I don't know how I feel about that. I think they're just trying to get more views and bring back people who haven't been in the limelight, like Melissa and stuff like that, for a little bit. I heard or I saw that there's a Summer House spinoff coming with Lindsay, Kyle, and Amanda. Did you hear that?
The what?
There's a Summer House spinoff. Yeah.
I saw that too. I don't know what the spinoff is or what it could be, but so they're not doing Summer House.
But I thought they were filming, unless they're not going to be on it.
What would be the cause of the spinoff, though?
I don't know. Unless they're just getting too old for it. And then the last little piece of news I have, I'm trying to find it, but I saw somewhere that Katie from OC, her husband, was in the hospital. Did you see that?
No.
I'm trying to find the article because I didn't save it. But her husband was in the hospital. I can't find it. But apparently something happened. He was feeling some pain and he ended up in the hospital. So, but that is all the Bravo news that I have. I feel like it was kind of slow.
Yeah.
For Bravo news this week. Unlike last week where there was a ton.
BravoCon's coming up.
Yeah. Have they announced who's coming to that?
No, not yet.
And there's Housewives of New York casting rumors. They say that Sai, Aaron, Jessel, and maybe Jenna are going to return, and then there's 5 newbies.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I did see that before we started. So, but that is all I have for this week. A short week. Anything else?
No, that's it. I know Sheena's all over her podcast or whatever trying to talk about.
What happened between Sheena and Lala?
She's trying. Oh, I don't know about Sheena and Lala yet, but the whole Katie thing with Who Told Kiki, the writer, the podcaster, about Gretchen going to the hospital, and Sheena is trying to say she spoke with 3 housewives from Orange County, and she knows that Tamara planted that. Tamara planted it, and she put it in everybody's ear, and she's the one that fabricated that Kiki story about Katie going to Kiki and saying that Gretchen went to the hospital and got roofied. So I don't know.
I don't know if I believe Sheena. Also, I didn't realize that Sheena podcasts with Kiki. Did you know that?
I believe it.
So, I don't know how I feel about that. About Sheena saying that. Sometimes I think she just says things to stay relevant. Because she's not currently on a show or anything like that, so. Alright, Bravo Moms. Until next time, we'll catch you on the next episode. Welcome back.
And that's a wrap on the episode of Bravo's Moms Unfiltered. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did spilling the tea. Because let's be real, moms need unfiltered moments too.
Make sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. And if you love today's chat, leave us a review. It will help other Bravo-loving moms find us.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Apple, what else?
Amazon Music.
Amazon. And then also Instagram.
Yes.
And yeah, like us, star us, give us your opinion, please, please, please.
Yes. Until next time, keep the wine chilled, the drama on TV, and the mom life real.
See you next week, Bravo Moms.
I'm reckless, offensive, I destroy your defenses. My guest list is priceless, and yes, I run a tight ship. Bentleys and Benzes through cash-colored lenses.